Hello, everybody. This is Chris, and this is day 39 of my 90-day challenge. I have a question for you. What do you need to change? What do you need to change? Before we go on and talk about that question, I want to read from my book, Speak. This book, Speak, How to Craft and Deliver a Speech or Presentation with Competence and Confidence. And let me read the first 7 sentences of the introduction. I want you to listen to it and reflect on that question, what do you need to change? Here we go. A skill that cannot be ignored. As a young boy, I dreamt of becoming a public speaker, a presenter, just like those priests or politicians who often give speeches, addresses, and presentations. But I was shy. I was silent and reserved. I would turn red and tend to ramble when all eyes were on me. As a result, I chose not to speak to spare myself from embarrassment. One day, I realized that this was not benefiting me nor the people around me. I had to change. My friends, those are the first 7 sentences of this book, Speak, in the introduction. And I was referring to my way of speaking and interacting with people because I was so shy and reserved. And yes, I tend to ramble when all eyes are on me. And so I want to stay away from embarrassment. So I just shut up and stayed silent. But then I realized I am robbing myself and other people of the benefits that we can gain when I start interacting with people, when I start speaking up, when I start to share my ideas, my insights, my my ideas of how to solve a particular problem, my perspective, my view. When I am in a meeting, I was just there observing, and when it's time to speak up, I was I don't speak up. I didn't speak up. And there I realized that, hey, this must change. I have to change. If I want to contribute to my company, if I want to contribute to my team and be of importance and be of service to other people, I had to speak up. I have to start sharing my ideas, sharing my suggestions, and be open. When I realized that, I said, hey, I need to change. I had to change. And that was the start of me trying my best, doing my best to interact with people with the help of mentors, of virtual mentors and mentors that I meet in person. That's when I started to seek for articles, for teaching videos, for books such as my book, such as this one. So I started to attend workshops. There are free seminars. I started to pay for seminars. I started to join Toastmasters and be with a group of people who are like me, who want to grow in this area of speaking, of presentation, and communication skills. It's because I realized the value of it. There's a writer named Carmen Gallio, and he is interviewing a lot of executives, a lot of experts for him to learn more about this public speaking. And one day he was interviewing a top executive, and he referred to this skill of public speaking as a soft skill. And then in the middle of their conversation, that executive called him out. pointed out that, hey, why are you referring to it as a soft skill? It is not a soft skill. I call it, that executive is saying, you call it soft skill? I don't call it soft skill. I call it fundamental skill. Well, after all, it is fundamental. It's so important. It's when you say it's soft skill, it's something that it's like optional. It's something that you may or may not have. But hey, if you look at your experience, based on my experience, I agree with that executive. I agree that it's a fundamental skill. I agree that if we are to achieve our highest performance, to unleash our potential and be of help to other people, we need to use this skill, this fundamental skill, and develop it, because it is in developing this skill of speaking, of presentation, of persuasion, of storytelling, that we will be able to be of help to the people around us, to the team that we belong to the company we are employed, to the clients we are serving. My friend, if you still do not consider this as a fundamental skill, think again. Review your life, review your performance. You alone will say that, hey, why am I not taking on these tasks? Why am I not taking on this task to report in a board meeting? Or why am I being stuck in this task or in this position, when in fact I have the potential, I have the capability to accept more responsibilities? You know, there are a lot of researches, a lot of studies that would conclude that there are people who are so skilled technically, and they should be promoted into higher positions. But what's stopping them? It's their interpersonal skills. It's their presentation skills. It's their communication skills that are lacking. And these are important skills when we are put in leadership positions, because we'll be dealing with people. And if you look at, if you read through studies about this, the more you go up the corporate ladder, the more you need these communication skills, these leadership skills, these interpersonal skills. If you want to be promoted, if you want to serve more people, if you want to achieve your highest potential, then this is the time to start considering and developing that fundamental skill. Don't wait for that higher position for you to start developing that skill. Maybe the reason why you're not being promoted to that position is because you're ignoring, or you've been ignoring, or even if you know the importance and you see the importance, you just don't want to step out of your comfort zone. The other day, yesterday, I met an auditor who had been doing his work for how many years, and then he said, hey, I'd like to join your group. I like to join Toastmasters, because I realized that this is the skill that I've been missing. My boss would ask me to do presentations, to do some trainings, and I would often decline, and I have this feeling that he had been declining those requests, and I think that when he declined those requests, he was also declining opportunities to be of higher service to other people, to be of higher position, perhaps, in that company he's working with. My friend, I learned this early on, and I'm thankful that I realized this at the first year of my career as an accountant. I realized I had to change. If you were to ask my my former bosses when I was with the firm I used to work with, they know the previous version of Chris. They know how shy I was. They know how silent I was. They know how, so I would just be there at the corner, and they know, and they also have seen how I've grown somehow in my way of interacting with people. And in the company that I worked with, after that company, the reason why I was promoted to a supervisory post, being the youngest supervisor at that time, yes, I had the accounting skills, I had the process improvement skills, I had the technical skills, but more so, I believe, because I was able to hone my communication skills, my leadership skills, and this helped me to coordinate with different kinds of people, with different personalities, with different managers across different locations all over the globe. And that this skill helped me to be the person I need to be the leader I need to be. And this helped me raise my performance. This helped me promote. This helped me to be able to show my potential in performance that led me to be promoted in that particular year. My friend, have you been ignoring this fundamental skill of presentation skills, of communication skills? It's not yet too late. It's not yet too late. It's time to start developing this skill. And so I have 3 suggestions for you. Number 1, start reading articles about public speaking. Start searching for videos teaching you about public speaking. There are a lot of free materials online. Free. Tap on those resources. You maximize and use those free resources for you. It has been of great help to me, and I still do. There are a lot of new teachings right now, new materials, updated materials that are available for free online. That's my first suggestion for you. Second, don't be afraid, or don't rob yourself of the benefit of reading books such as this, public speaking books. There are a lot out there. One of them is my book, yes. Speak. This one, for example, is just for 295 pesos in bookstores, and you can have this and you can read it. If you want the ebook or an audio book of this, just ask me, put your comment below. I can send you a link to a page where you can access that for just $7. And my third suggestion for you is to join Toastmasters, to join workshops. In Toastmasters, it's free to visit, but there's a membership fee that you need to pay. But it's so minimal. If you try to divide it and allocate it to the different meetings or sessions that you'll be attending, it will be so minimal, and you'll realize that it will be worth it. And I also suggest that you attend workshops, like my workshops, intensive public speaking workshop, Speak 2.0 intensive public speaking workshop in Baguio City. We'll be holding one on May 25. It's a whole day event. It's a whole day workshop. I'll be sharing with you the framework that I use to develop my skills. And also, you'll get the book for free, by the way. That also includes a free meal, free lunch, and free snacks. And also, you'll have the opportunity to meet other people who wants to grow in this area called public speaking. My friend, you want to read materials, read articles, watch videos that are free, invest in books, invest in workshops and in learning organizations like Toastmasters, because these are so helpful. These have been so helpful to me. There are more, but let me limit it to those 3 categories for now. I will be sharing the link to the pages that I mentioned in the caption of this video and on the comment section for you to check it out. And I encourage you to share as well your insights. Share this to friends who you think, who you believe will benefit from this video. Share your comments, your insights. I would appreciate also your like, your response, your reaction, your heart, and I'll be glad to be growing with you in this conversation that I call Growth Conversation as we continue on my journey in this 90-day challenge of mine, day 39. I hope this serves you. Again, this is Chris telling you to continue growing in different areas of your life, including this area of leadership and public speaking. Again, God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.